EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Coming up, Divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
On 2, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 30 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact,
and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson, touchdown! Deontay Johnson, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's the option. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Hayden. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Hayden, Campbell making the catch. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. The 27-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Back to the same target, Campbell. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
They'll look to throw again. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
The slot man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mixing up the middle. Fights loose, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 59 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Looking to throw. Hayden. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try and run this with Austin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to the 39. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 59 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Hayden. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Now he's into the clear again, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, 40 yards. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun to give to Mixon. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL.
Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Hayden. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again. Hayden. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
19 tight, 79 Broncos.
On 4th down, Hayden able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Hayden. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Campbell. Touchdown! Harris Campbell from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Burrow on play action. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now he'll try to run with this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Hayden working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Play action. It's Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Austin. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is.
Wisnowski set to kick off.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yard.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Steelers 55, Bengals 28.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Nixon, his running back. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Burrow going to change things up. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll buy some time right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. There he goes, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, 52 yards. And the Steelers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. But what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yep,